What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it. We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was gonna stop. I thought Lil Bird was gonna turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lube and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped here everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Get me up in my DMs, I do want to see if you have some thong or a blue, jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hey, what's going on, people? What is up? What is up? What is up? We are here. We are here. We are here. Chicken, get your chicken here. Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27 here today to give you all of the stories and politics and news that that you can use in order to make it through. Now, I know we have some birthdays today. Get my shot glass ready. I'm going to go with the Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands gin today. Oh, jeez. Gin from the BVI, the British Virgin Islands. I think we have two birthdays today. I think we have Terrence and we have Universal Goddess. We got two of them today. Boy, look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Girl, look at here. So, Terrence says he's celebrating his 45th. Oh, Terrence, we about the same age. I think I got you by a year or two. Terrence, I think Terrence is 99. I'm 2000. Cha. Terrence came out in 99. Class of 99. I was all right with class of 99. They was all right. That 97 was the real one. at 9-7. Let me say hey to y'all. We got a lot to do, a lot to talk about, and we're gonna get to it. Okay. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let me say hey to y'all, and we're gonna get in and get out. We got to get off on time, out of here on time, so we can go over to Really B. Really B could do her live, and then for those people who are going on the cruise, I know we have a live tonight as well. I really need to pack tonight. I'm gonna have to pack tonight. Like I need to pack. I need to decide which hats. That's my biggest thing. Which hats I'm gonna wear. Jesus God. I don't know which hat. I'll figure something out. I need options. I gotta go get a haircut tomorrow. Oh, I got too much to do. Anyway, hey DPG. Hey Complex 613. What's going on, boo? Janae, what is up? Tamara, how are you doing today? Crazy homebody girl. It's good to see you, my love. Hey, Bama girl, what's going on? Terrence say he is celebrating 45. You know, he's one of the unfortunate people that, wanted to be a Capricorn, but they was born too late. It's okay. We still love you, Terrence. Demetria, what's going on? Your mom is in town and made breakfast this morning. Well, what did moms make this morning for breakfast? Go ahead and make us all jealous, because you knew I'm jealous. I know she made a good ass breakfast too. Yeah, we got to do it big for Terrence. We leave it well, I fly out Thursday night. Hey, Ajoba. Hey, Cheryl. Let me see where Universal Goddess is. Let me see if I can't reach out to her. Hold on. Okay, here she go. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. Give me a moment. Trying to do something here. Gosh, be rushing me. All right. So we got two people. I just texted Universal Goddess. Hopefully she can come on so we can take a shot for her. And look at who we have here. Coming to us all the way from Hey Chef, what's going on? Yeah, Cheryl, we gonna be right there this weekend. Here he go. Here we go. Age of Aquarius. Oh dear God. God bless his heart. Y'all put in the chat what y'all taking shots of tonight. Go ahead and get your shot together, because we gotta take a shot for Terrence and Universal Goddess. Go ahead and let us know what you taking a shot of. You know what I'm saying? We do it big for our people around here. We do it big. Cheryl, we gonna have a good time this weekend. Hey, Tracy C. Well, me and Tracy C gonna have a good time too. You know, we're hosting the bar crawl, and we gonna be drunk as fuck. Hey, Miss Shorty B. There she go. Hey, Universal Goddess, and happy birthday to you as well, my love. Hey, Jay Parrish. Tracy W. How you doing? Her crazy homebody girl go with her shot of water. Every time. She always taking her good shot of water. Lord. Jesus. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, Uncle Jay, y'all get y'all shots ready now. We gotta take a shot. Terrence, what are you taking a shot of on your birthday? Universal Goddess, what are you taking a shot of, ma'am, on your birthday? Tracy says she doing the good tequila today. DPG says she's taking a shot of coffee with French vanilla flavoring. Mm-hmm. Come through pineapple moonshine. That sounds good as hell. Nah, I want some. God. Ooh, that sound good. Pineapple moonshine? Taking a shot of Premier Protein Caramel Macchiato. Okay. Hey, Chimera. We're doing a shot of Honey Jack Daniels. Child, y'all can have it. I do not like my alcohol flavor. I'm a man. Let me stop that. But I don't like my alcohol flavored. I like to feel that thing. I like that thing to punch me in the throat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially all of the crowns and the Jack Daniels, when they flavor it, it tastes more like syrup that I'm supposed to pour on my pancakes than it tastes like liquor. Honey Jack Daniels mixed with sweet tea. Okay, you got coffee with vanilla and hazelnut creamer. Listen, Uncle Jay, teach the people. It's the mixture of the hazelnut creamer and the vanilla creamer together. Teach the people that's the perfect combination. You got to have the hazelnut with the vanilla. That makes the perfect seasoning. I mean, not seasoning. That makes the perfect mixture. Do. Mm-hmm. It do. It do. I'm just saying. Anyway, oh, y'all using y'all shot glasses from the wedding? I'm trying to think, did I get a shot glass? I might have. I don't know where it's at. I got shot glasses all over this damn house. I don't know where it's at. Chocolate, caramel, and hazelnut. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't like chocolate like that. Jenna is 21 herbs and spices. And ooh, anyway, we ready to take this shot. She said, Universal Goddess, I already poured, but I need to pour another one. Go ahead and pour another one because we about to do this shot. So we taking a shot today for Terrence and for Universal Goddess. These are our people. We got to celebrate our people like we always do. Y'all got an extra shot. Y'all can send me one. Chimera say like the goddamn live. Hit the motherfucking like button. And that came from Chimera. She said hit the goddamn like button and stop fucking around. That's what she said. What our likes looking like? We better have at least 35 likes. We better have at least 35 likes. I don't even be checking for likes like that. Y'all already know. I do not be hassling y'all about likes and stuff. I probably should do it a little more so we get more ingratiated into the algorithm. But here we are. Hey, Precious Jewel. All right. We ready for the shot. This is Precious Jewel. Hurry up so you can get your shot ready. All right. This is our shot for Terrence and Universal Goddess. We get 2 for the price of 1 today. 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, we celebrating. When you sent it to him, did you send it today? Oh boy, I don't know what to tell you. I did the best I can. Anyway, as we always say, Okay, up to it, down to it, whatever the hell they say. We just do it. Happy birthday. oh, 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 that was serious. Oh, that was cereal. Oh, that was real cereal. Hey, Karen. Karen, they got me over here drinking my heart away. Good, I ain't no drinker like that. I'm not even drinking on the trip. I'm gonna go on the trip and just lay in my bed and not be bothered. Y'all ain't gonna see me till it's time for dinner because I'm gonna lay in the bed and watch TV all day and not be bothered. I ain't with all that drinking shit. I ain't with all of that meeting people and stuff. I ain't friendly. Y'all gonna be looking for L Teddy. He's gonna be in the bed, late, stretched out. Okay, stretched out. That one did it. Oh, okay. With all of that drinking and shit. Listen, she got one in the ashtray for you, Terrence. Demetria says she got one in the ashtray for you. Do hey, Yolanda Morgan. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started. We've wasted enough time. Go ahead and put a shondo in the chat. Let me know you are ready. Your birthday Thursday? Okay. We're not gonna be live Thursday, Yolanda. I don't even know if we're gonna be live tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna be on. I got a lot of things. I gotta go get a haircut tomorrow evening. I think my appointment is like at like 6:30. I need to go get a mani and a pedi at some point tomorrow. I just don't know if I'm gonna have time. I don't know. We'll see about tomorrow. I got to get a mani and a pedi. It might be a late live tomorrow. Y'all okay with a late live tomorrow? If I do, it's gonna be a late live tomorrow. Maybe about 9 o'clock. Cause I need to go get a haircut. I need to get a mani pedi. Um, and I need to make sure everything is packed. So yeah, we might do a late live tomorrow instead of our regular time. Y'all okay with that? Great, beautiful. Um, Demetria, he said he gonna meet you in the back in about 3 minutes, so y'all can go ahead and fire up one. All right, it's time for us to get this party started. Now, listen, y'all. It is February. Y'all already know what that means. I don't do well with those lives because I be having to get up and walk around and run around and stuff. I like to be stationary. We gonna have to meet you up for mani pedis one day. I'll let you know when. But I know I need one before I go on this good trip tomorrow because my nails look a fucking mess right now. They look a damn mess. I ain't gonna even tell y'all what my feet look like. Baby, the way they're gonna be working on my feet like they did Myra's feet down to Martin when they had to get the machine and Shanae, they say, what are you doing? You got to go to work on Myra's feet. They gonna have to do my feet like they did Myra's feet with the machine and shit. Hey, Mama Bees, what's going on? Now, y'all, oh, is it? Oh, where's my stuff? I can't never find what I need. I can't never find what I need. Can't never find what the fuck I need. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Cause I can't do it without this, right? We can't do it without this. Can't start this without it, can we? I think it was further down. Hold on. We can't start this without starting it the right way. Oh, here we go. It's time for our Black History moment. It is time for our Black History moment. Why?
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black.
That's right, we black. Again. Why are we here? We are here because
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black.
that's what we are. That's what we are. Don't ask us no questions. We're going to do like we do every year. We'll be here every day this month. And if you got a problem with it, fuck you and fuck your life. Again, if you have a problem with it, fuck you and fuck your life. Hey, Antonia. Hey, Montrez. What's good, bro? um, this is what we're doing all month long. So for our Black History moment of the day, I ain't even got the damn dossier up. Lord God be with me. For our Black History moment of the day, we start off with this beautiful Black queen you see here. Her name is Jane Sarepta Dean. Excuse me, Jane Sarepta Dean. Let's learn about Miss Dean. Jane Sarepta Dean, known as Jenny, a former slave, missionary, and pioneering educator, founded the Manassas Industrial School for Colored Youth in Northern Virginia in October 1894. The Manassas School existed for 40 years as the only secondary school for students in Northern Virginia. In 1906, Dean, her students, and teachers were invited to meet United States President Theodore Roosevelt at the White House. The school's site was listed on the National Register of Historic Places on August 21st, 1994, and on April 20th, 1994, on the Virginia Landmarks Register, cementing its historical importance. Jenny, as she was called, was born enslaved on April 15th, 1848, in Sudley Springs, Prince William County, Virginia. She and her two sisters, Ella and Mary, were born to enslaved parents, Charles Dean and Annie Stewart, on the Marble Hill plantation owned by the Newman family. They were later sold to the Cushing family. Her father was a house servant in the plantation and was permitted to read and write. He then taught his daughters. Freed in 1865 by the Civil War, Jenny attended schools in Fairfax County and Washington, D.C. By 1878, she founded a Sunday school in Prince William County, and by 1888, she founded Calvary Chapel, later named Greater Mount Calvary Christian Church, a church her father, Charles, helped build. She traveled widely to raise money for the construction of the church's buildings. Her missionary work and Sunday school teachings included classes on cooking and sewing as a skilled trade for young Black students. She was the first Black woman in Virginia to establish 5 churches, including the Prosperity Baptist Church in Conklin Village, Loudoun County, and several Sunday schools throughout Virginia. By 1888, two of those schools grew into Five Forks Baptist Church and Dean Divers Baptist Church. In 1893, Jenny traveled to Washington, D.C. to present at the National American Women Suffrage Association. There, she shared her vision for starting a school that would teach skilled trades to young Black children. At this event, she received significant donations for her school from Emily Howland, a philanthropist from New York. Howland, a Quaker former a Howland a Quaker, former abolitionist, and proponent of education for Black people, donated enough to purchase a farm that would be a school site and that would finance the school's first buildings. By the end of 1893, the Manassas Industrial School for Colored Youth opened and received its charter. The school's first building was named Howland Hall after Emily Howland. Frederick Douglass was the keynote speaker at the dedication ceremony. The school offered liberal arts courses and training in dressmaking, childcare, blacksmithing, cooking, carpentry, shoemaking, and farming. In 1896, she delivered an address at the National Federation of Afro American Women to encourage other women to establish similar schools for colored youth. Described as an honorable, earnest, and persistent fundraiser for children and for building God's church and congregation, she never married or had children. On May 3rd, 1913, Dean had suffered several strokes and a cerebral hemorrhage and died at her home in Carthagena, Virginia, at the age of 65. She is buried at the Mount Calvary Baptist Church Cemetery. That is the story of Jane Sarepta Jenny Dean. That's one of our that's our first Black History moment. Our next Black History moment is the story of William Reynolds versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas. In 1879, the Kansas State Legislature passed a law permitting first-class cities in Kansas, which were cities with a population of 15,000 or more, to create racially segregated schools. The Topeka Board of Education quickly followed by segregating elementary schools in the city. In 1890, Lowman Hill, an area on the outskirts of Topeka, Kansas, was annexed by the city, and the local school came under the authority of the Topeka School Board. On July 20th, 1900, the Lowman Hill School burned to the ground just 6 weeks before the school year was to start. The Topeka Board of Education needed to find temporary school facilities for 175 white students and 35 African American students. Although the Lowman Hill School had racially integrated classrooms at that point, racial segregation had been prevalent in other schools throughout the city at that time. The school board decided to temporarily transfer the Black students to all Black Buchanan School and the white students to all white Clay Elementary. The school board defended the reassignment by claiming African American and white children had, quote, somewhat different intellectual requirements, end of quote. When the rebuilt Lowman School reopened, only white students were allowed to return. African American students were directed to the Douglas School, an old two-room wooden structure that would be their school. William Reynolds, an African American tailor, objected to his 8-year-old son, Raul, being forced to attend a segregated school after having attended an integrated school. Reynolds also objected to his son being forced to attend a school several blocks from home when Lowman Hill was nearby. He claimed that the school board had agreed to replace the destroyed school with one that continued to be racially integrated. Reynolds also claimed that the school Raul had been directed to attend was unsanitary, inconvenient, and undesirable, and that his son had the right to be taught without regard to his race or color. On May 31st, 1902, William Reynolds sued the school board to allow his son entrance into the new Loman school, claiming that the separation of children by race in the classroom violated the provision in the Kansas state constitution requiring the establishment of uniform system of schools. His attorney also argued that the segregation law violated the rights of children under the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Attorneys for the school board argued that the school district was in compliance with the standard of separate but equal facilities for the races that had been set by the Supreme Court in the 1896 Plessy versus Ferguson decision. The board also argued that they had received petitions from African American parents who wanted a school closer to their community, but they had not asked for an integrated school. The case eventually came before the Kansas Supreme Court, which in 1903 held for the Board of Education, claiming first-class cities were allowed to operate separate elementary schools. The court dismissed Reynolds' suit, saying that, quote, the system of educational opportunities, advantages, and methods and accommodations in the quote in Topeka schools was uniform, constant, and equal, whether attended by blacks and whites commingling or by them separately. Finally, the court said that the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution did not supersede Kansas law. Let me say that again. The Kansas Supreme Court said the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution did not supersede Kansas law. The intent of the amendment, according to the Kansas Supreme Court, was not to, quote, abolish distinctions based upon color or force a commingling of the races upon terms unsatisfactory to either. Although Reynolds lost, the case was one of the first cases to challenge the separate but equal doctrine. Future cases in Topeka demanding equality in education continued to be brought before the courts until the U.S. Supreme Court, in the landmark Brown v. Board of Education decision in 1954, declared segregation in public schools unconstitutional 51 years later. Again, this was in 1903 that you had people that were suing to have integrated schools all the way back in 1903, and this is 51 years prior to Brown v. Board of Education. So that is our second Black History moment. We started off with the story of Jane Sarepta Dean, and then we ended with William Reynolds versus the Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas in 1903. And those are our Black History moments. Let me see who came in while I was going. Hey, Tanya Boo. Hey, Quake. Hey, Antonia. Hey, Capital Insider Daily. Hey, Miss Felicia, what's going on? Those are our Black History moments for the day. I also promised you all that as we are in primary season and as we're getting closer to primaries in many of our states, that we would start to really chronicle and do some real get you information that would provide you with details on primaries in your respective state. Today, we're going to start in the state of Arkansas. I'm going to put a link in the chat where I'm getting the information from before I put it on the screen. But today we're going to look at the primary races in Arkansas. The Arkansas primary is on March 3rd exactly 4 weeks from today. Again, the Arkansas primary is on March 3rd, 4 weeks from today. Let me say it again for the people who did not hear me. The Arkansas primary election is on March 3rd, 4 weeks from today. So if you are not already, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you are not already informed and familiar, the link that I put in the chat is going to give you some information, and we're going to look at that link right there. All right. So here are the races that you'll see in the primary. Now, I did go to this chat. This is a very good resource. Here, it's going to list all of the primary races that you'll see on the ballot. Um, for example, this is Arkansas District 2, the Democratic primary. Now, if you click to read more, it starts to show you who the candidates are. It gives you their Facebook page, and so forth. As you know, it gives you the term limit and the salaries. As you know, you can also always go to ballotpedia.org. If one of my hall monitors, hey, Miss Jocelyn, if one of my hall monitors can put Tracy C or one of the hall monitors can put the Ballotpedia link in the chat, you know that you can go and look at your ballot, and they will also give you candidate profiles for each of the candidates as well. So we know we have in the Democratic primary in District 2, we have Zach Huffman versus Chris Jones. Also in the District 2, you have on the Republican primary, current Congressman French Hill versus Chase McDowell. In District 4, you have Stephen Lane O'Donnell versus James Russell III. In the Democratic primary, in the Senate primary, you have Ethan N. Dunbar versus Hallie Schaffner, and that's on the U.S. Senate Democratic primary. On the Republican side, you have Micah Ashby, current Senator Tom Cotton, and Jeb Little. So those are the Republican candidates for the U.S. Senate. For the Arkansas Supreme Court, you have Associate Justice position number 3. This is a nonpartisan position. You have John Adams, and you have the sitting current Supreme Court Justice Nick Bronny. Please go do your homework on these individuals. Even though it says nonpartisan, understand these people absolutely have partisan affiliations. If you go and put their names in Ballotpedia, it will begin to show you who they are endorsed by and other information that you need to know about these candidates so that you can start to see who they align with and who funds them. Thank you so much, Demetria, for putting the link to Ballotpedia in the chat. That's Ballotpedia so that you can go there and get candidate profiles. Thank you so much, DPG, for the super chat for the snack fund. Thank you so much. Arkansas Supreme Court position 6 is at this time unopposed. It is unopposed. Commissioner of State Lands, you have 2 Republicans running here. There are no Democrats. For governor, you have for the primary on this primary election, you'll have 2 Democrats running for governor. State Senator Fred Love versus Sufa I can't even pronounce that. Zay Mays. I hope I said that right. And then on the Republican, and then you have Arkansas on the Republican side. There's no primary because Governor Quasimodo Sarah Huckabee Sanders is running unopposed, so that's why you don't see Republicans on any Republicans for state Senate primaries, because nobody's running against Governor Quasimodo. For Secretary of State, you have the Republican primaries here. State Senator Kim Hammer, Judge Kathy Hardin Harrison, and Brian Norris are all running for the Republican nomination for Secretary of State. For Arkansas Senate District 10, this is the state Senate. You have two Republicans running here, Trey Bodert Bohannon and sitting incumbent state senator Ronald Caldwell. The Arkansas Senate District 13, Democrats running for that state Senate seat, Allison Grigsby Sweatman and Jason Williams. Also in District 13, on the Republican side of the primaries, you have sitting state senator Brandon Aker versus Misha Martin. For District 15 in Arkansas State Senate, you have on the Democratic side, you have Sharonda J. Love versus sitting state Representative Tara Shepard and Charity Smith Allen. On the state Senate side, for District 16, you have Republicans Randy Sams running against Sheriff Rodney Wright. For state Senate District 21, you have State Senator Blake Johnson running against State Representative Jeremy Woodridge on the Republican side. For State Senate District 26, we have several candidates on the Republican primary. We have Mark H. Berry, Wade Dunn, Brad C. Simon, Stacey R. Smith, Ted Tritt. For State Senate District 28, you have Bobby Ballinger versus State Senator Brian B. King, who's the incumbent. For State House District number 1, Republicans Brian Carter will be facing off against Mark A. Nichols. For Arkansas House District number 5, several Republicans. You have Mike Bishop, John Edwards Burnside, Truman Copeland, Justice of the Peace Kyle Evat, and Jeff Pratt. In Arkansas State House District 6, you have Republicans Stephen L. Baird, Justin Hunter Rivet, and Cody Rogers. In Arkansas House District 24, you have Charlene Fight versus Melissa W. Kohler. State House District number 30, you have Republicans Josh Longmire versus Cody Powers. State House District number 32, you have Democrats Joshua Alfano versus Erica Askland. State House District number 35, you have Joyce Ann Gray, Sherry Holloman, Councilman Demetrius Johnson Jr., Willie Williams, Audrey P. Willis, all running on the Democratic primary there. State House District number 39, you have Republican the incumbent state representative Wayne Long, who's competing against Cody Smith. State House District number 42, you have Jeremy Riddle versus Scout Stubbs, Republicans. State House District number 46, Republicans running in that primary. You have Brian Cooper versus Councilmember Tanya Fletcher, Ronnie Tate, Curtis J. Varnell. State House District number 52, you have Republicans Mike Jones, Councilwoman Crystal Malloy, Justice Brent Montgomery, and Kristen Thompson. State House District number 53, in the Republican primary, you have incumbent State Representative Matt Duffield against David J. Howell. State House District number 57, you have State Representative Cameron Cooper versus Andy Pennington on the Republican primary. State House District number 59, you have Representative Tony Ferguson Republican Tony Ferguson II versus incumbent State Representative Jim Wooten. Now, there's a special Democratic primary position for State House District number 70. There is still a primary there, although Cordelia Smith Johnson did remove herself from that race. And so they've already declared it for Alex Holiday. State House District number 72, you have Democrat primaries between Talisha Dokes and Angela Person West. State House District number 81, you have Gina Thomas Littlejohn versus Elijah Zane Thompson on the Democratic primary. For Arkansas State House District number 82, on the Republican side, you have Council Member Steve Brown versus the incumbent State Representative Tony Furman. State House District number 88, you have Lonnie Mack Goodwin versus the incumbent State Representative Dolly Henley. Arkansas State House District number 92, you have Don Creekman versus Eric Shepard on the Republican side. And for State House District number 94, Republican primaries, you have John Kyle Day versus Missy Wardlaw. And those are all of the primaries, all of the people that are running in the Arkansas primaries on March 3rd of this year. That is just 4 weeks from now. Again, go to places like ballotpedia.org. I'm sure if you are a part of a union, your union will have guidance on who they may recommend. If you go to your local NAACP, your local NAACP will have a slate of people that they recommend as well, who may have much more detailed information on who aligns themselves with your political leanings and ideologies. So please, 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 there are a lot of Black people in the great state of Arkansas, a ton of Black people in Arkansas. So let's go make sure that you do your homework, you stay informed, and that you get the information that you need so that you can vote with those people that are aligned with you. Don't wait until November. Now is the time for you to weed out somebody that you don't align with that's even on your side. Hey, Candace F. Give a shout out to my channel. I have started channel on daily political news, totally facts and research based. Capital Insider Daily. If you want to go to their platform, see what they're working with, go over there, see what they doing. If you like it, subscribe. Hero, hey. Hey, Ravine, what's going on? So those are our primary. I promised you all that I would begin to give information on the primaries. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And who shall ever believe?
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. I had to do that while I was trying to stuff something down my throat. All right. So we start off our Sugar Spike segment talking about giving you an update, I should say, rather, on our brothers and sisters in the Haitian community. So I told you that TPS status, temporary protective status for Haitian Americans, was supposed to end today. However, here's an update. A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from stripping temporary protected status from up to 350,000 Haitians, a status that allows them to legally live and work in the United States amid the turmoil in the country of Haiti itself. Judge Anna Reyes issued a temporary stay that prevents Kristi Noem, the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary, from implementing her decision to remove the status known as TPS, which was scheduled to expire today. Judge Reyes notes that Noem, in announcing her decision to revoke TPS for Haitians, referred to those seeking refuge in the U.S. as, quote, killers, leeches, or entitlement junkies, end of quote. She then notes that the plaintiffs who also asked her to block the order, 5 Haitian TPS holders, are not, it emerges, killers, leeches, or entitlement junkies. She said in her ruling, quote, they are instead Fritz Emmanuel Leslie Miot, a neuroscientist researching Alzheimer's disease, Rudolph Civil, a software engineer at a national bank, Marlene Gail Noble, a laboratory assistant in a toxicology department, Marika Merlene Laguerre, a college economics major, and Vilbrun Dorsonville, a full-time registered nurse, end of quote. Judge Reyes said in an accompanying 83-page opinion that plaintiffs were likely to prevail on the merits of the case, that she found it, quote, substantially likely, end of quote, that Secretary Noem preordained her termination decision because of, quote, hostility to non-white immigrants, end of quote. The judge had a scathing ruling. But in that ruling, and in her 2-page order, because the opinion was 83 pages, but her order was 2-page. The order says, quote, during the stay, the termination shall be null, void, and of no legal effect, end of quote, when speaking to the termination of TPS status for our Haitian immigrants. And I love that the judge mentioned the fact that these aren't all of these horrific names that you want to label these people. These are actual professional people adding to the American diaspora, adding some great work to industries across America. Let's be clear. Haitian Americans, when they I grew up around so many Haitian Americans, I can't even begin to tell you, okay? But if you know anything about the Haitian American community, the Haitian American community is strong. They are vibrant. They are a proud people, and they are a people who are some of the most intelligent people you're going to meet. Some of the most, I would venture to tell you, if you look at the Haitian American community, it rivals what white people look at when they look at some of the Asian population, where they look at the Asian parents as being strict parents that have all of these high restrictions and requirements for their kids. That's how Haitian American kids are, and the Haitian American community are. Um, it- we don't have time today, but we could really chronicle the fact that the entirety of the Western Hemisphere has had it out for the country of Haiti simply because it is the first country that Black people overthrew the government and took the country and had their own freedom. Back in 1804, I believe it was. Probably got that right. It's 1803 or 1804. Somebody will correct me. They've had it out for them because they can't stand the fact that these Black people said, what we're not going to do is sit our asses here and let you subject us to slavery and murders and maiming and lynchings and atrocities. Nope, we are about this life. and they overthrew the French government and threw them the hell out and formed the country of Haiti. Did the city of Chicago, founded by a Haitian immigrant, was, let's not get it twisted. So, and let's also understand that everything that's happening to Haiti, the United States of America had something to do with all of it. You could go back to Papa Doc, Baby Doc. Let's not talk about the fact that we reported over here the murder of Jovenel Moise, which we know the American government was involved with. This is a problem that the American government made. And now that the Haitian people say, y'all made this problem down here where it's overrun with these gangs, overrun with nefarious organizations and entities. Y'all created this problem. So it only makes sense that they should receive temporary protected status here, because the problem going on in that country is a problem of our making. So exactly, Simera. They assisted the Dominican Republic, only for the Dominican Republic to give the Haitians they ass to kiss. And then that's when they became overrun by dictators over there in the DR, and they started putting up fences and treating the Haitian community horribly over there. But this is a win. Now, understand that the American government is going to appeal this to the appeals court. But as of right now, this is a win for our Haitian brothers and sisters. We will monitor this situation and see if and when it gets to the appeals court, the appellate court, I should say, whether how that stands and what goes on with that, because you know they're going to appeal. In other sugar spiky news, well, we avoided a partial government shutdown today. The House voted 217 to 214 today to send the funding package that they got from the Senate to the president's desk. 21 Republicans voted against 21 Republicans voted against the measure. 21 Democrats voted for the measure. Okay. Democratic leadership voted against the package. Now the Trump administration did sign it this afternoon. This funds 5 agencies, but separates the DHS for 2 weeks. So this would fund 5 agencies for a year, but DHS only has 2 weeks. So they have until February 13th, through February 13th, not even a full 2 weeks, but it'll be through February 13th. Okay. And when I say a year, the end of the fiscal year, not the calendar year, but the end of the fiscal year, which is September 30th. It'll fund the Department of Energy, Defense, Treasury, State, Labor, Transportation, Health and Homeland Security, Services, Education, plus funding for judicial branch and various independent agencies. So, now what does this say about Hakeem Jeffries? Hakeem Jeffries, you have no institutional control. You are weak. You have no leadership at all. You cannot seem to whip up enough votes for all of the Democrats to vote with you. You can't do that for any reason. Why are you here? And more than me being upset with Hakeem Jeffries and his weak ass, who I'm more upset with, which is why I say all of these bastards can go, is the fact that other members of the Democratic Party are not screaming bloody hell about the state of the leadership within the Democratic Party. Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer should not be at the helm of the Democratic Party at all. At all. At all. You had 21 Democrats that voted opposite of you, Hakeem Jeffries. Here we are. My question is, now y'all kicking the can down the road with DHS and funding DHS because of the ICE situation. I have no faith in believing that you people are going to come up with something that all sides can agree upon. I have no faith in you people. I'm of the notion of abolish ICE. Why are you here? I'm of the notion abolish ICE. That's where I'm at with it. Hell, you're getting rid of the Department of Education. If you can wholesalely get rid of USAID, the Department of Education, and whole U.S. agencies that were voted into existence by Congress, you can certainly abolish ICE. I'm just saying. But here we are. In other sugar spiky news. Well, Senator John Thune, majority leader of the Senate, you ain't shit. All of this shit you saying right now, he calls himself he said going against his God King Donald John, right? He rejected President Donald John's call for Republicans in Washington to nationalize voting in the United States. He said that there are 15 states that the Republican Party should take over and basically nationalize voting all over the country. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the fucking Constitution spells out that it is upon the states and individual counties and municipalities to determine the method and mechanism for elections. But Senator Thune said that while he strongly supports requiring voters to show identification to prove they are citizens, he does not support the federal government seizing the power to run elections, noting the Constitution gives that power to the states. He said, quote, I'm supportive of only citizens voting and showing ID at polling places. I think that makes sense, but I'm not in favor of federalizing elections. No. I think that's a constitutional issue. I'm a big believer in decentralized and distributed power. And I think it's harder to hack 50 election systems than it is to hack one. In my view, at least, that's always a system that has worked pretty well. End of quote. Sir, you said all of that, and that don't mean shit. Because when your God King calls you into his office and tells you to go hashtag Bohica, because he's going to call you in his office in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and tell you to go hashtag Bohica. Can I get a hashtag Bohica in the chat? Because Senator Thune, you'll be going Bohica in just a moment. You will. 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 Uh-huh. Will. You'll be going hashtag Bohica at any moment. Because I know you don't have a backbone to go against your God King. And all of this, you don't believe and when you say shit like, quote, I'm a big believer in decentralized and distributed power. End of quote. No, you're not. Because all of the decisions that your God King forces you into submission in voting for has more centralized government. You ain't shit. You ain't shit now, nor will you ever be shit. Moving on. Well, more is coming out about. Remember the other day when they went and stole those ballots from the 2020 election from Fulton County, and we were wondering why Tulsi Gabbard was there? Well, it's worse than we thought. It's worse than we thought. Let me read this to you, and this is coming from The Guardian. Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, is running her own review into the 2020 election with Donald Trump's approval, working separately from the Justice Department investigation, even as she joined an FBI raid of an election center in Georgia last week. Her presence at the raid drew criticism from Democrats and former intelligence officials who questioned why the country's top intelligence officer with no domestic law enforcement powers would appear at the scene of an FBI raid. But Gabbard, whose role ordinarily focused on overseeing the intelligence agencies, has played only a minimal role in the criminal investigation, according to three administration officials. They said, quote, she's doing her own thing, end of quote. The parallel investigations, because maybe y'all didn't hear me. You have the FBI doing an investigation, but you have the DNI, the Director of National Intelligence, doing her own investigation, solo dolo, at the approval of the president, which is a complete violation of the Constitution, which notes that the Director of National Security should be involved with no domestic law enforcement or anything dealing with domestic laws at all. Now they're saying that she's being sent to she was sent to the raid by Donald John in order to show and prove his further interest on voting machine on his claims about voting machines, that the election in 2020 was stolen due to bad voting machines. Here we are. They're saying she was on her personal cell phone calling the president while she was there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is bad, y'all. This is bad. I can tell you right now, this will have sweeping implications. Because they're going to come out with have found all of these irregularities. Mind you, the 2020 election in Fulton County has been adjudicated on the state level, on the federal level, by multiple courts. Multiple. And now all of a sudden, they're going to conjure up something, and we're supposed to believe that. There were forensic analyses done on the ballots, on the voting machines, all of it. I already told y'all to prepare to see former presidents arrested. Please prepare for that. We've talked about this. Prepare for that. This is very nefarious. And anything that you hear coming out of the federal government with regard to the 2020 election at this point, do not believe. Believe in nothing they say at this point. In our last sugar spiky story, the Dems are fighting. The Dems are fighting. The Dems are fighting. So in the great state of Texas, the young man you see on the left is former U.S. Representative Colin Allred from the great state of Texas. The guy on the right, as you know, is State Representative James Tallarico. Now, Colin Allred went in on James Tallarico for calling him a, quote, mediocre black man, end of quote. Now, James Tallarico said he didn't say that. He says that's a mischaracterization. Hold on, let me play the video of Colin Allred saying it with his chest.
Morning, everybody. It's cold out here, and I got some steam coming off my head because I'm, just finished my workout. Got some steam coming out of my ears, too. I understand that James Tallarico had the temerity and the audacity to say to a black woman that he had signed up to run against a mediocre black man, meaning me, not a formidable, intelligent black woman, meaning Jasmine Crockett. Let me just break this down into a few segments here. First of all, let me just give you some free advice, James. If you want to compliment black women, just do it. Just do it. Don't do it while also tearing down a black man. Okay? We've seen that play before. We're sick and tired of it. We're tired of folks using praise for black women to mask criticism for black men. That's not good for our community. It's not good. It doesn't work, and we know what you're doing. Okay? So if next time you want to praise a black woman, just do that. Leave black men out of it. Just leave a lot of things out of it. Second of all, did you ever have a coach or somebody, a leader in your life tell you that when you make an accusation, you often have a bit of confession in it? Maybe you use the word mediocre because there was something creeping into your mind about yourself. Because I know you're not talking about somebody who's been better at 3 things than you've ever been at 1. You are not saving religion for the Democratic Party or the left. We already had Senator Reverend Dr. Raphael Warnock for that. We don't need you. You're not saying anything unique. You're just saying it looking like you do. Okay? And third of all, let me just say to all the young black men out there, all the young men who come from tough background, struggle growing up, who maybe think that someday you want to put yourself forward as a leader in your community. It's going to have haters like this are going to show up. Okay? And you're going to feel like you have to be twice as good and jump twice as high and talk twice as well, but you don't have to. You can walk out there with your shoulders back and your head held up high, knowing who you are and the value that you bring, and understanding that this comes with the territory and that there's going to be folks like this. And when we see them, we should say thank you. Thank you for taking off the mask. Thank you for telling us who you really are and what you really think. And goodbye, okay? Because we're on our way, and we don't need you to come with us, and we don't need your help to get there. So with that being said, go vote for Jasmine Crockett. This man should not be our nominee for the United States Senate. I wasn't going to get involved in this race, but Listen, don't come for me unless I send for you. Okay, James? And keep my name out of your mouth while you're at it.
I guess Mr. Albright had to remind James, in case you didn't know, I'm black. Listen, Colin Albright came out and said,
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
that's what Colin Albright said. Baby, listen. Hey, child, he had to remind you. He said, "Oh, you thought that I was one of them? That's what you believed, sir." Now, James Talarico, this is not your first misstep, sir. Sir, you ruining your own campaign. People were rooting for you, James Talarico. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. The people were rooting for you. And you just have all of these unforced errors. Now, James Talarico came and said, quote, "This is a mischaracterization of a private conversation. In my praise of Congresswoman Crockett, I described Congressman Allred's method of campaigning as mediocre, but his life and service are not. I would never attack him on the basis of race. I understand how my critique of the congressman's campaign could be interpreted given this country's painful legacy with racism. And I care deeply about the impact of my impact my words have on others." End of quote. This is an unforced error. Why did you even have to mention who was this private conversation with, sir? Um, I who was the conversation with? Cause they sure let it out. I don't know what to tell you, James. The people were rooting for you. Mm. That might have been your that might have been your that might have been the nail in the coffin for you, sir. You might have jumped the shark. I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, sir. It's not looking good for you, James. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, that is the infighting, and that's our sugar spike segment. It's time for our video breakdowns. It's time for our video breakdowns. The rubber has met the motherfucking road. We only have 3 video breakdowns today. We only have 3. The first one, speaking of people saying it with their chest, I thought y'all needed to hear this, okay? I thought y'all needed to hear this. Oh, the Texas primary is on March 3rd as well. It's on March 3rd. Yeah. That Texas primary with James Talarico and Jasmine Crockett, that'll be on March 3rd, exactly 4 weeks from today. Well, in the spirit of saying it with your chest, then there's this.
Reason that the other side is giddy about having Nicki Minaj, a rapper they despise, a rapper they don't respect, a rapper most of them probably have never heard one of her songs, and if they have, they're horrified. The reason they want her on a leash as their house pet, cuddled at Donald Trump's feet, the reason she is the new house pet is because they need NEEED, Black people, to give them cultural cool. Black cultural cool has always been a powerful, powerful element in the country. Candace Owens was brought into Turning Point USA to do that, to recruit rappers, to recruit Kanye West for a reason. It's not like they like rap music, but they needed Candace to do that. Well, Candace has gone off the field. She's no longer playing ball. So since Candace isn't playing ball, they need a new Candace. So they tried Amber Rose, but Amber Rose is not popular enough with Black people and also says she isn't Black. So that didn't really work. They moved on to their next gambit, which is to get the Trinidadian who doesn't care about the killing of Trinidadian fishermen, the rapper who hates the female rapper who hates other female rappers, who hates on women who are more popular than her, Cardi B, people who are better at cultural marketing than her. She'll never be Rihanna. She'll never have a brand like Rihanna. She'll never be Beyonce. She's a 40-something-year-old Black female rapper who clearly don't care that much about Black people or immigrants, even though she was an undocumented immigrant. She's the perfect foil to replace Candace. Nicki is the new canvas. They wouldn't want her if they didn't need cultural cool. Their problem is she ain't cultural cool no more. So the Barbs, Nicki ain't shit and she ain't saying nothing. And 100 little Barbies can't tell me nothing. Y'all mad about it? Be mad about it. But she not gonna work. But they're gonna keep looking for somebody Black to be the face, to put blackface on MAGA. And they know that cultural cool matters. That's why they're doing it. I'm done.
Thank you, Joy Reid.
The fact that she read down using Nicki Minaj's line. Baby, the girls are reading down today. I love that our politics has gotten to the point where the girls are reading the girls down. Read down. Baby, she read her down. Finish her. Girl. Joy Reid said she had time today, honey. Girl, that was a good read, honey. Read down. She said she had time today. Girl. I was here for it. Here for all parts of it. Child. Read down. That was our first video breakdown. We could stop right there. Here's our next video breakdown. As someone who travels a lot and live and exists in a lot of hotels, I can tell you that is accurate. It's always 822 damn lights to turn off. Can I just get one, on off switch for all of them shits? Like it'd be like 862 switches. Like, bitch, girl. Why I got to turn off 1,000,001 lights? Girl, that shit is annoying as hell. Child. Girl, that shit is accurate as hell. Because I promise you, just when you think you done got them all, it's always another one. and then another one, and then another. Girl, just turn all of this shit off. Lord. Here's our last video breakdown. This is in the spirit of the people going on a cruise.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony. Fuck you, Tony. What's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck you. Fuck you. Hey, you know what I did last night? You better not break my mother into this. You know what I did? You better not. I broke that fly over there. Oh. And I fucked your mother next to it. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I thought it was cute and funny in the spirit of those people going on a cruise this coming weekend. All right. Those are our video breakdown. It's time for us to do the stanky leg deeper into today's dossier. So we start off as we go deeper into the dossier with Terry Rozier from the Miami Heat. So if you recall, Terry Rozier was involved in the whole gambling lawsuits and stuff like that, and so his salary was being withheld. So he sued the NBA and the Miami Heat for withholding his salary, and they had to get an independent arbitrator. Well, the independent arbitrator came back and ruled that the NBA has to pay him his salary, that it was withholding and keeping from him. So they have to pay him his whole salary, which is $26.6 million for this year. It had been sitting in escrow since the whole since the scandal, I mean the lawsuit and the scandal came out. After he was arrested and everything. The independent arbitrator said the man need his money. Run him his coins. It don't matter. He's deemed innocent until proven guilty. So until he's guilty, y'all got to run him his coins. Do. Now, I don't know if the man did it or not, but the people said, y'all owe the man his money. Run him his coins. Moving on. Cardi B. Cardi B finds herself in the news. So, well, more so Stephon Diggs, okay? So, as you all probably know, it's Super Bowl week. During Super Bowl week, teams from both players from both teams have to go do Radio Row, do press, do all types of they got to go do press with the radio, with television and everything to promote the Super Bowl the week of. So he was over on Radio Row, hitting all of the right people, and somebody shoved the camera in his face and asked him about his relationship with Cardi. And they were like, oh, do you ever plan on popping the question? To which he said, quote, it's on the agenda, maybe. Right. I got to get mine first, though. End of quote. Meaning he got to get his ring first, and his Super Bowl ring. And then after he gets his Super Bowl ring, he can give her a ring. I listen. I don't know. This is a proverbial hashtag ABC for me. I don't like these people. Y'all know I can't stand Cardi B. Y'all know I cannot stand that woman. So y'all know I want no parts of this. None at all. I'm not wishing the best for them. I don't care about these people. This is the proverbial hashtag ABC for me.
ABC.
A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just can't. Just saying. Stephon Cardi. I don't know what y'all want from me. Crazy homebody girl said, "Go with God."
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
In other news, so a few months back, if you all remember, we reported that Eddie Murphy's son and Martin Lawrence's daughter were in a whole ass relationship. Well, apparently, Martin Lawrence's daughter, Jasmine Lawrence, she's pregnant by Eddie Murphy's son, Eric Murphy, and they're supposed to be having a baby girl. They are expecting it's a girl. I'm not sure when the baby is due, but yeah. Um I didn't they get married? I thought they said they had got married. I think they got married. I think we reported that they got married. Anybody remember? Um Martin came out and said he was glad to be a grandfather and stuff like that. Um I wish them nothing but happiness. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them. Oh, they got married. Okay, good. I thought I was right. I could wish nothing but happiness for them. We're happy for y'all. We're glad to see y'all get married. Shout out to Black Love. Hey, Twin Flames. I mean, we're happy for y'all. I wish for y'all a healthy baby girl, and I wish y'all a long and healthy marriage. Child, Thanksgivings when the two families get together, baby. Listen, ain't gonna be nothing but an in living color sketch waiting to happen. Okay. Notice I didn't say Saturday Night Live. I said an in living color sketch. Mm-hmm. Child, them granddads gonna have a time with that grandbaby. That grandbaby gonna have a good time with her granddads. Is in other sugar spiky news. Well, this came out and it was quite alarming. So, a new player poll came out, right? They polled in NFL players. And according to a survey done by The Athletic, 41.4% of NFL players said they did not like Bad Bunny being chosen for the NFL halftime show. Hmm. Um, let me tell y'all something. If you're expecting anything good to come out of an NFL locker room, now I don't want to paint the entirety of the NFL players with one broad stroke, but you're talking about people whose job it is to crash their heads against each other, whose career causes severe problems with the cerebral cortex, cognitive deficiencies, and can lead to CTE. Those are the people who you want me to think of or ask questions of or take a survey of and think that should be a good depiction of how things should be. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? I mean, I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. In our last story of the day, that's Patrick Mahomes' daddy. Patrick Mahomes Sr. Well, he's been arrested again. He was arrested today. This morning, to be exact. He violated his probation. Remember, he had been sentenced to probation after because his DUI that he got a little bit ago. Well, the district attorney confirmed that he was jailed for probation violation, with the probation violation report stating that he had a high alcohol reading on his scram alcohol ankle monitor. And this happened on January 1st. They just picked him up today. I guess he probably thought he had gotten away with it too. They're saying that he has at least 3 DUIs on his record. Does. Anyway, we're not surprised. We're not surprised at all. We're not. Anyway, that's the dossier for today. We got to get up out of here. Let me see if Really B already have her live set up so I can send y'all over there. Now listen. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna do a late live tomorrow. Cause I gotta go get a haircut. I gotta go do a mani pedi. All of that good stuff. And my regular time is not gonna work out because my barber appointment is at 6:30. And so yeah, it's not gonna work out. So we'll do it late. Is 9 o'clock all right for y'all? I think I'm gonna go try to do. If I do the mani pedi first, then leave the mani pedi and go do the haircut afterwards, I could probably go live about 8:30. Depending on how long it takes me to get home. But let's shoot for 9 o'clock. We'll have a late night, an after dark. Run your mouth. Run your mouth after dark. I might have to have some palate cleansers. Y'all know for an after dark run your mouth, we may have to have some palate cleansers. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Really B should be going live momentarily. So I'm about to get out of here and see y'all over there. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. I'm almost. I'll be more excited about this cruise once I pack. Then I'll be more excited. I ain't excited yet because I know I got to figure out what hats I'm gonna wear. Hey, Catherine Powell. We about to get out of here, Catherine. I will, because it's a late night run your mouth, I will do it on both YouTube and on Twitch. Because I'm altering the time. Normally Wednesday is just Twitch, but because it'll be a late night one, I'll do it on both YouTube and Twitch just for tomorrow since it's a late night run your mouth. All right? We'll do it that way. That's all I got for y'all. I'm about to send y'all over to Really Bean. That's all I got for y'all. Until tomorrow. Until next and I'll see some of y'all tonight on the live. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next.